How many times have you said, if? If I had done this, if I had done that, if I had gone there, if I had not gone there, if I had said this, if I had said that, if I had thought this, if. The two-letter word is probably one of the biggest words in the English language. Good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Manna. And this morning, we want to talk about continual dealing with this whole piece about alignment, alignment, alignment. The text to talk, the takeaway. Let me greet some folk, and then we're going to get right into this morning's manna. Good morning, Brenda. How are you on this morning? Good morning, Lena. How are you? Angela, how are you on this morning? Diane, how are you on this morning? Pamela, how are you? Erica, how are you on this morning? What a wonderful morning it is. Brother Nesbitt, how are you on this morning? It's a great morning. Shajio, how are you on this morning? It's a wonderful morning. And this morning, I want to talk about this huge word that just has two letters. It's a conditional phrase. We use it more often than not. And many times we use it when we feel like, man, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Well, this morning, if, just that one word, the text, the talk, the takeaway. Here's the text. It's Genesis 28 and 20. Genesis 28 and 20. Now, let me give you the context of the text and then we'll move into reading it. Here it is. It is Jacob on a trip. He's running because his name means swindler, supplanter, and that's what he has done for the better part of his life. Whatever he has gotten it through some kind of trickster. The blessing from his father over against Esau, coming out of the womb, holding on to his twin brother. The not only the blessing but the birthright as well, and that's all he knows. And so now in Genesis 28 and 20, and he's on this life trip just before he sees angels ascending and descending on the famous Jacob's ladder. Here's what it says. Then Jacob made a vow, saying, if God will be with me and watch over me on this journey I am taking and give me food to eat, clothes to wear, then I'll line up. I'll line up with God. I'll give God a tithe. I'll give God my life. I'll give God a tenth of what I have. If, if. Now here's the problem. We've been talking about aligning, bringing oneself in alignment with God. Jacob clearly has flipped the script when he really should be saying the other way around. He's conditioning walking with God based on what God will do for him. Instead, he should be saying, Lord, I know you're going to move when I align myself with your word. That's the one. When I align myself with your will. That's two. When I align myself with my worship. That's three. Jacob has gotten it all wrong. And so often, and more often than not, we get it wrong as well. We put the condition on the table to God as if to say, God, when you do this, then I'll do that. This is the takeaway. God is saying, it's not if God, but if I, if you, when you align yourself, then I'm going to do this, that, and the other. Not when God aligns himself with you and what you want, but when you align yourself with God, then you can put an expectation on God. But more often than not, what happens is this. We come to God as Jacob. Then Jacob made a vow, saying, if God will be with me on this journey in my life, if God will give me food, if God will give me clothes on my back. Mm-mm. So that's the question on this morning. The biggest word in the English language is not for God, but it's for you. If you align yourself with God, then know that God is going to do what he said he's going to do. The Lord be with you today. His face shine upon you and give you peace. Share this. If it bless you, bless somebody else. Don't keep it to yourself. God bless you. See you tomorrow morning with more Morning Manna. Bye now.